We are going to be talking about digital marketing, and it's going to be based on the various social medias and aspects of digital marketing we use in our daily life and in our businesses. So I'm going to be introducing digital marketing. So this is just a module in IT. It's not like we are covering IT completely today. No, that's not possible. So the module for today is digital marketing, and it's also linked to entrepreneurship, of course, because we use it in our daily life. We are supposed to have we are going to talk about digital marketing, then we will break it down to social media marketing, and later on we also talk about WhatsApp and WhatsApp marketing strategies. And we are going to have some interludes with people sharing experiences of how they have used their businesses, they have used digital marketing to grow their businesses. A notable speaker is going to be Gelan Menanji. I'm surprised that he's not here. Today we had to start with our workshops, and I think we are starting with IT and entrepreneurship. So the module for today will be digital marketing. We are going to be talking about digital marketing, and it's going to be based on the various social medias and aspects of digital marketing we use in our daily life and in our businesses. So I'm going to be introducing digital marketing. So this is just a module in IT. It's not like we are covering IT completely today. No, that's not possible. So the module for today is digital marketing, and it's also linked to entrepreneurship, of course, because we use it in our daily life. We are supposed to have we are going to talk about digital marketing, then we will break it down to social media marketing, and later on we also talk about WhatsApp and WhatsApp marketing strategies. And we are going to have some interludes with people sharing experiences of how they have used their businesses, they have used digital marketing to grow their businesses. A notable speaker is going to be Gelan Menanji. I'm surprised that marketing. We break it down to social media marketing, and we take one of the social media, WhatsApp, and we also talk about various marketing strategies. Process of building and maintaining customer relationships through online activities to facilitate exchange of ideas, products, and services that satisfy the goals of both parties. So you are exchanging products, ideas, exchange. Exchange here, we are talking of you, the supplier. You are giving the customer satisfaction in your service or your product. And the customer is also exchanging his time and money or whatsoever means of payment. And it's not just about limiting it to service or products, it's also about ideas. Because when, for example, now we are having a digital session, we are exchanging ideas, and we are also learning, and we are satisfied from the ideas. So what is digital marketing? I'm taking it back to history. When they talk of digital marketing, we used to have TVs in those days. It was a one-way conversation. They will show us information on the TV, they will advertise, they will educate us, they will give us news. That was digitally. Locally, they can come and ring gongs, and they can ring bells and play gongs, and they give the news locally. But digitally, they saw that there was a need for more persons to be able to get this news without having a direct contact, a physical contact. They went from the radio age, and they went to the television age, and we had now this social media age. That is why we had in those days we had the golden age of networks, TVs that were providing. We have the golden age of a TV station providing networks through their cable lines, or is it dishes or whatsoever. For those of you that are out, I'm sure you can understand it better. So those are the people that started promoting this digital marketing, because through them, a lot of persons could now advertise their businesses and ideas and exchange information. So they played a vital role in digital marketing. Before we had the internet, and we have now the likes of Facebook. Please, the next people going online. Why do people go online? Why do people go digital? First of all, for information on new products, services, or location. If they have questions, if they are looking for help, if they want more information on certain individuals or organizations. Nowadays, it's very easy for me to get information about anybody that I want to get information. I will do a quick trials. Please, can someone just go online and on Google and type Kome Martin and let's see something? Any volunteer can just go to Google and type Kome Martin, just on Google alone. And if you break it down or specify more to his name, you can even find personal information about him, like his GCA result, without even struggling. If the GCA result was published online, you can find personal information about him, like the HND result and any stuff he has been doing in his life. So people use this. Steve, it's not Cameroon, it's Cameroon, man.
Yeah.
So you see now, you can just get a lot of information about the various Kome Martins. A lot of things are popping up. And you are even seeing the most popular Kome Martin. So people go online to really search for these things. That is why most people will tell you, if you don't have an online presence, they feel like you are not operating a legitimate business, because they feel like if you are really legitimate, you should not be hiding information online. So that's how a lot of these foreign customers, I will not say white, because even a black is also a foreign customer. That's how they do their research. And it's from there, it's very easy for them to even know your family, know your connections. For example, presently I've changed most of my account. I've changed my name from Bankwe Aristide to Aristide Venue, because I want that if I'm sharing my things online, it should not be linked to my family. Because if someone search for me and see Bankwe Aristide, if they find my Facebook and the rest, they can easily know that, okay, anybody they see on my friend list, Bankwe is a family member and stuff like that. So that is a lot of information people can get just by searching on your name online. They can get your performance in school and all the likes. At times, even you might see yourself, you might be browsing on TikTok and you're searching for shoes, and you come to Facebook. Facebook advertisement is showing you shoes and fashion stuff. It's because most of them are even sharing information among themselves. So a lot of information sharing is online. So people come online for meeting attendance, they come for business contact, for general information, to search for employees, like what they use LinkedIn for, and to also search for jobs. There are a lot of reasons why people come online, as well as to sell. The next slide. So what do people, what can you do now to block some of these things? Like email filters. A lot of people are spamming. They just spam you. Or you go on you watch like even TV stations like NBCs and the rest. A lot of commercial stuff. So a lot of people have decided to skip these commercials. They pay some fine, some fee. They skip these commercials. They spam email, they block email, like what you do on WhatsApp. You mute. For WhatsApp, you can mute, you can block. All these various media and means of digital communication, they have various ways in which you can, even with a call, you can block your caller ID from people. People cannot just see when you are talking, where you are talking from, and your contact number. So these are some of those. We will be seeing these disadvantages and how to handle some of these disadvantages in the future. So then the next slide, please. And this is where now when you are going online to create a digital image, because that's what we do in digital marketing, to create a digital image of yourself or your business. So you as this business owner, when you are going online to create this digital image, you have some goals in mind, some objectives in mind that you want to reach, you want to attain. One of these objectives as a business owner, as a worker, as comes fashion, is that maybe you want to reach the right audience. Not just anybody, but the right audience. The right audience might be a customer that will buy immediately, might be a potential customer that will buy in the future, might be a supplier, or might be someone that can do referrals for you, might be an advertiser. Okay, to also engage with this audience, then you motivate this audience to take action, and they should also spend on whatsoever campaign you are doing through any digital means, and you also see the return on your investment, because a lot of people put in money and time. If you don't put in too much money, time, you take a lot of time to build this image. So we're talking about on the next slide now, please, Steve. Now we're talking about the benefits of digital marketing over traditional marketing. Traditional marketing is what we do physically. You go to the market, you pitch to people to buy, and you sell. You do all this papa promo stuff, all those things. Those are traditional marketing and advertisement and promotion. All. So what is the advantages over digital marketing now over this traditional marketing? The first advantage I want to talk about is here. We are going to see it later on, but I want to talk about it. I don't want to follow what I've written here. First is that you have a digital image, and your digital image of your business, of your personality, can be separate from who you are. That's why people that are so much in control of their digital image, you discover that they have a lot of fans. Some of those people are terrible persons. They have terrible personalities. But because we know of just their digital image and they're very in control of what they show outside, we tend to believe everything we see. We can argue for them, we can fight for them, we want to be like them, but they are terrible people. So that's one of the best advantage using digital means over traditional means. It can easily separate if you want to, except you don't want to. You can easily separate your private life from what you show online. You can even separate your weaknesses of your business physically from what you show online. That is why you have this problem of what you order versus what you get. Because what you order is what they are showing online. At the end now, when it's coming physically, there might be some issues. So it also puts the consumer in control. The consumer has enough time to sit and look at whatsoever you want, make a decision, take your time to decide. So the consumer is very in control. They really feel like a king. They don't feel like, I've come to your shop. You cannot tell that consumer to leave your shop. No, it's very difficult and all this stuff. They provide convenience from the side of the consumer and the supplier. You can decide to post whatsoever you want to post. Even if you are not feeling well, you don't go, you just post and you leave it online. You must not go to work. But at any time the consumer sees it, you check it and write to you, and when you are available, there's a lot of convenience. Increased satisfaction, because people are also trying to protect this image. They create this brand. Having the next point, they drive brand loyalty easily. They create this brand, and because they want to keep this brand, they satisfy their customers. So it also reduces the selling circle. The selling circle in traditional marketing is very long, but in digital marketing is shorter. And I'll explain a bit further, because there are some. There might be I might miss out on some persons, but I will just try to break it down. In the selling circle, you have the manufacturer. You have that manufacturer. The manufacturer, what some people call the producer. They live from the producers to suppliers, wholesalers, to retailers, and to consumers. Some consumers even use it again to sell to the final consumers. But when you are dealing online, you can just reach directly to your final consumer, or at least a consumer. you reduce that selling cycle, the time and the process of which these things have to pass. At times it become very expensive due to the cycle. So that's the advantage of using digital marketing to do your business. Even the cost of sales is cheaper. You be your brand and you can always set your results. It's easy to measure these results online by looking at the number of persons that have interacted with your business, your profile, the number of customers. We'll be seeing that as we talk digitally on the various social medias. It's also very cost effective, obviously. So when we talk of digital marketing, what does it consist of? When we started here, I spoke already about the radios and TVs. Those were part of digital in the golden age. Yes, those were the digital parts of digital marketing. So nowadays, what we are mostly, when we talk of digital marketing, what people mostly think about, it sums up to websites, search engine optimization, pay per click, social media marketing, email marketing, display advertisement, affiliate marketing, content marketing, and online reputation management. The next slide, please. And after this, please, we can have some questions, some discussions. I think we have a lot of people already online. So I repeated this slide because I wanted it to be very important, it to sound very important. It's always good when you start any digital marketing, you should always have your objectives. So these are some of the main objectives I've given here: reaching the right audience, to engage with your right audience, motivate them to take action, then effective spending on your campaign, as well as having return on investment. So I think we have talked a little bit about digital marketing. So we'll be taking just a part of digital marketing, which is social media marketing, to continue with it. So any questions so far, any thoughts, any sharing?
Go ahead, comes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, greetings everyone once more. Um, about the digital marketing you spoke about, institutions like me who have to deal with sales with fashion wares, both physical and online. What are the what are the things you can advise me about to do so that I could maybe have a massive turnout when it has to do with online marketing? Because posting is something even someone can just sit in their house and post. Anybody can sit in their office or on their bed and they post. It's all business. But what do you, what can you advise me to do more so I can have more turnout with the online marketing?
I think what you can do to improve your business first of all, like we were talking about digital marketing, is to try to reduce the cost of your sales. And the cost of sales starts from when you purchase, because you are not producing. So you can also try to purchase, to do mini importations. Not necessarily, like, you also have to think about the security though. You have a lot of persons here that are out. If you know you can trust some of them, you see how they can help with checking with these suppliers, and you do some mini importations. You can reach out even to Gelan. He does a lot of mini importations, because that's the first point. If you can have cheaper cheaper goods, it's obvious that you will sell better. Cheaper goods with good quality, sorry, with the same quality, it's obvious that you will sell better. And talking of how you can manage your fashion business online, you have to really think about which social medias are best for this business. Even with the social medias, I can remember there was a time we had some discussions about how you can work with WhatsApp, which WhatsApp is best, which WhatsApp strategies are best, and I'm sure you implemented some of them. So first of all, you think about which social media will be best for you to work with. For example, Facebook has a large number of audience, and Cameroonians are really there. If you are selling to Cameroonians, it's good to take Facebook, but they are also very unserious persons on Facebook. WhatsApp is also good to create personal contacts. It's also good to create personal contacts, and it's easier for you to keep the customers for a longer time and for so long as compared to Facebook. If you are thinking about people that are very, very people that are very serious, that when they click on your business, they mean business. If you are thinking of ambassadorial deals and the rest, I think you can take it to Instagram. You can also take it to Twitter. So firstly, that is my own advice, to try to reduce your cost of sale by looking for other means that you can get the same quantity, because you provide good quality. You can try to get those qualities cheaper, and also think of the best social media that you will be reaching the right audience. Following what I was saying here about having to meet the right audience, then interact with them, try to make them to make these decisions to buy. Hello?
I think we are listening.
Hello, okay. So I think that is what I can say for now. I think as we go ahead, I'm sure some of your questions will be answered. But let's give room for any other person that will wish to give a suggestion or an answer to comment.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, please. Sorry.
Kome and I would say we are almost in a similar position in the sense that maybe we do our own things. Not necessarily that we are running the same product line or something like that, or service, but I'll put it as entrepreneurs that are doing their own business. So I want to say what our stick is saying is very important in terms of cutting down your cost, because all that will still be seen as cost of production, because your cost of buying and everything will still see it as cost. Because at your level, we'll see it as cost, and then I will talk about you selling it. I remember I also had mentioned this to Kome one time. I don't know if you can remember. I had mentioned it to him, but he was looking at the fact that he's not eligible now, like considering the financial part. When they say financial part, sometimes we analyze our situation like we are thinking, okay, if I'm to go out and then I import direct, maybe we are thinking of millions and millions and millions. And it's something which we have to bypass to know that we can always look for source that we can still get direct shipment at a lesser cost and not really that much quantity. Just like what Aristide was saying. Yeah, it's just to get a good link. And actually for now, I'm working already with some people that will be importing from China and in Vietnam. So I think it's very possible and it's workable. So it's just to go through it and then you put everything in place. Yeah. Even in Turkey, I have a very good, I would say, it's just that you will not say somebody is 100%, but I would say 95% sure person there that can always get the things. And I know that's Kome part because he's into fashion, and I know fashion is mostly Turkey, maybe China, and then those that do hair is Vietnam. So though it might still come from other countries, but I think this can make up to like 60 or 70% of the fashion of today. That's China, Turkey, and yeah. So I'm thinking, Kome, you should, for example, just work on that. Even if somebody is supposed to buy only for 200, 300K, 400K, it's very okay. we'll always start small. There's no business today that started big or something. No. And even those that we are seeing that they are big, you don't know, like Aristide is saying, you only know their image, which they want you to see online, but you don't know the other side. Yeah. Most of those people that you see have those big businesses, they are having loans. They're having loans from banks, loan here, loan there, loan here, loan there, everywhere. The only difference between you and that person is that person can get into somewhere, drink a bottle of whiskey for almost 200,000, and you think he's so fine, but you don't know that same person has debt beyond your imagination, but they are doing the business, because that's the business where you must understand debt and know how to use it. And so that's just what I want to add, and just to make to just reconfirm that any quantity can be gotten. It's not like those days before where it was so tough, only those gigantic businessmen could go outside, ship containers and the rest. Today there's what they call groupage. People buy their small things, get their own small part. If it's supposed to come through container, it's supposed to come by flight, they arrange it. It comes and then they pay for the kg. So you can always come. Because the same people we are buying from, that's the same thing they are doing. So if we can go directly, then we'll try to bypass on certain cost. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin.
Yeah, please. What you guys say the cost? Are you guys talking about what you guys say reduce cost? Are you guys talking about the cost price or my selling price?
We are talking about your purchasing costs.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are not talking about reducing the price, bro. But obviously, when the cost will reduce, is either you reduce the price because your costs have reduced, or you decide to maintain a certain customer, certain audience or targeted customer. You can still keep a very high price. But we're talking about reducing costs. So when you reduce costs, it's either your turnover will increase or your profit will increase. So whatsoever way you want, at the end, your profit will increase whatsoever the case is. But once the cost reduces, you have the chance to have fast turnover, or you have a very high but slow turnover.